It is now my pleasure to welcome our commencement speaker, Dr. Kresse.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, President McConnell. I very much appreciate those kind words and this honorary degree. Chairman of the Board of Trustees, members of the board, President of the college, deans, faculty, distinguished graduating class of 2015, relatives and friends. It is a privilege and honor to be part of the program today. You know, I've been in this arena many times, but never dressed like this. Usually I'm wearing my sneakers and have a whistle around my neck. And to be alongside Betty Beatty and Sue Summer Kresse in receiving honorary degrees is special. The Beatty family has been a major part of the College of Charleston family for decades. Betty and her late husband Guy have provided support for student scholars and facilities. Susie is an alumna, and both she and her brother John serve on the School of Business Board of Governors. And Sue Summer Kresse, truly the rock and foundation of our family, who has touched so many lives at the college. Sue and I have recruited hundreds and hundreds of students at the college. Mine happened to have been a little taller than hers. Other coaches would joke that I had an edge in recruiting because my wife was vice president for enrollment management, headed up admissions, made the decision on who gets in and who doesn't. Believe me, that wasn't an advantage. Once Sue turned down a 7-footer, 5 points shy on the SAT, 7 feet tall, denied. I didn't speak to Sue for about 2 weeks after that did happen. Today, I would like to talk about the college, comment on the value of your education, a coaching story or two, and what motivated our student athletes over the years for success. The graduates and all here today must be so proud because we are truly a famous and historic college. We opened our doors for education in 1770. We were the first municipal college in the United States. Of our founding fathers of this great institution, 3 were framers of the Constitution, and 3 signed the Declaration of Independence. And our beautiful campus, which I call our Disney World complex, a magic mixture of the old and the new buildings, the brick walkways, the wrought iron fences, the stained glass windows, the chandeliers, the lampposts, and here we are at the TD Arena, which I affectionately call our own Madison Square Garden. In recruiting, I always felt that we could combine the academics, the cultural, the social, and the athletic components as well or better than any college or university in the country. What a gem of a college and a city. Before I address your education here, and today marking the beginning of your journey, I'd like to tell a coaching story. You know, coaches are always worried about job security. They feel they're going to go on that elevator from the penthouse to the basement to the outhouse with just a few losses, some boos from those so-called loyal fans, or the poison pens of the writers becoming a little negative. Take, for instance, an experience for me at the college and what happened in 1991, as all of our sports teams were going to make a transition from the NAIA to NCAA Division I. I was concerned about how successful our basketball program would be as we were truly making a major jump in competition. So I decided to see Dr. Harry Lightsey, who was our president at that time. Dr. Lightsey was a gentleman of great esteem, intellect, and leadership, and I got an appointment in his office in Randolph Hall. And I said, Dr. Lightsey, in our first season in Division I, if we should win 17 games, will you like me? He said, John, if you win 17, we sure will like you. He said, Dr. Lightsey, in the second season, if we win 22 games, will you like me? He said, John, we'll like you and the Cougars a lot more if you win 22. I said, Dr. Lightsey, in the third season, if we just win 7 games, will you like me? And he said, John, we'll still like you, but we sure will miss you. So many times a coach is judged by his or her last season, sometimes even his or her last game. In my 38 years of coaching, I carried a slogan in my wallet that said, "Proud peacock today, feather duster tomorrow." In speaking directly to you, the graduates, your classes here and your liberal arts education have furnished you the opportunity to learn, to compete, to perform, to have a stage, learn values, and gain confidence. Doubts raise eyebrows, and confidence raises skyscrapers. I have satisfaction knowing that you leave here with a broad acquaintance with the principal areas of human knowledge: the humanities, literature, language, history, philosophy, mathematics, logic, the fine arts, the natural sciences, and the social sciences. As you have begun to master the basic intellectual skills, how to reason logically, how to think critically, how to communicate effectively, I can assure you these are special gifts in today's world. I believe in a liberal arts education. I was an English major at St. John's University. These liberal arts skills will enhance your careers and lives, whether you become the CEO of the next Facebook, or a lawyer, a teacher, or even a coach. You have opened doors. You are prepared to continue to quest knowledge and contribute to your community. You have also learned things that don't come with a letter grade, things like patience, humility, tolerance, and leadership. Also, a side note, although we are in an age of technology and how it has changed the world and how we operate, I'm still somewhat old school and know we will always have to use our people skills to be successful, being kind, respectful, and reaching out to people of different socioeconomic backgrounds, different races and religions, people not as fortunate as us. This is the cornerstone of our nation. And this is not a pep talk, but I feel it is important. As a former coach and now faculty member in our Health and Human Performance Department, I've always stressed the need for exercise and physical fitness. The President's Council on Physical Fitness came out with a recent study that said those of us who exercise have better job performance, have fewer degenerative diseases, have more emotional satisfaction, and have a longer life expectancy than the population at large. So I urge you to find the time for a jog, a swim, a round of golf, maybe even a pickup basketball game, and making exercise part of time management and making the most of every day. I know exercise physically and psychologically can have a significant impact. And taking it a step further, continuing with the theme, making the most of every day. John Wooden, the former and legendary coach at UCLA, said that when you wake up each morning, you should attempt to paint your masterpiece. I bet you will go a long way if you wake up each morning with that philosophy. We can't all paint a Picasso, but each day we can gather our brushes and paint something that is really special and very, very unique. And having energy and enthusiasm. Energy is contagious. Enthusiasm is contagious. I really enjoyed coaching players who were spirited, who showed a love for what they were doing, who walked with a step that had some bounce to it. I also believe as a coach and a team, you must be an optimist. If you shoot for the moon, you'll be farther along than if you hadn't tried. Even if you fall short, no one has ever died from disappointment, but remorse, not going for it, can be devastating. When the Cougars won the NAIA National Championship in 1983, we had to win 5 games in 5 consecutive days in Kansas City. It was a grueling experience. When we went to Charlotte in 1999 and defeated the North Carolina Tar Heels, at that time, they were ranked 3 in the country nationally, and they were undefeated. And we went back to Charlotte 3 years later and beat them again. These teams were ambitious, they were aggressive, they were confident, they had big dreams. And I think that they were also not afraid of losing. We were going to go for it. You are our team, the class of 2015. You are prepared, you are ready. Now each of you individually must go on your own magic carpet ride and be the best you can be. You have made us proud, and you will make us even prouder with your future accomplishments. In closing, I hope that you have developed a love, a place in your heart for this wonderful place. The college has a commitment to quality in all of its endeavors, and you are evidence of that commitment. I used to say to our team in the locker room after big wins and championships, "Gentlemen, tonight you walked with kings." Well, as you receive your degrees and walk across the stage, you, the graduates, on this prestigious occasion, also walk with kings and walk with queens. Congratulations, good luck, and go Cougars!